Hey everyone, it's Justine. I'm so excited you're here because today we're about to embark on a journey into one of my absolute favorite topics, cameras and photography. Cameras have changed the way we see the world, and whether you're a total beginner or someone who's been snapping photos for years, there's always something new to discover. Photography lets you freeze moments in time, tell stories without words, and capture the beauty in everyday life. It's about preserving memories, like a child's laughter, a breathtaking sunset, or a spontaneous adventure with friends. And the best part? You don't need fancy gear to get started. Whether you're using your smartphone or a professional camera, the goal is always the same: to create something beautiful and memorable that means something to you. For years, DSLRs were the gold standard for serious photographers. You've probably seen those big, chunky cameras at weddings, sports events, or in the hands of wildlife photographers. They're powerful, reliable, and have helped capture some of the world's most iconic images. But technology never stands still. In recent years, mirrorless cameras have burst onto the scene, shaking up the photography world and offering exciting new possibilities for everyone. These new cameras are smaller, lighter, and faster than ever before. They're packed with innovative features, making them perfect for travel, street photography, or just capturing life on the go. So, should you consider getting a mirrorless camera? Are they really the future of photography, or just another trend? Maybe you're wondering if it's worth upgrading or if your current camera is still the best fit for you. In this video, we'll break down what makes mirrorless cameras so special, from their cutting-edge technology to their user-friendly designs. We'll compare them directly to DSLRs, looking at the pros and cons of each, so you can see which one matches your style and needs. And of course, I'll help you figure out which camera is right for you, whether you're shopping for your very first camera or thinking about making the switch. Don't worry about confusing jargon or overwhelming specs. This is a simple, friendly guide designed to help you feel confident as you explore the camera world. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear idea if a mirrorless camera is the perfect next step for your creative journey. So grab your camera, or just your curiosity, and let's jump in together to explore the exciting world of mirrorless photography. Let's get right to it. If you've ever wondered what makes a mirrorless camera different from the cameras you might already know, you're in the right place. So, what exactly is a mirrorless camera, and why has it become such a buzzword in photography circles lately? To understand mirrorless, let's start with the classic DSLR. In a DSLR, there's a physical mirror inside the camera body. This mirror reflects incoming light up into an optical viewfinder, so when you look through it, you're seeing the scene directly through the lens, via a system of glass and mirrors. When you press the shutter button to take a photo, the mirror flips up out of the way, allowing light to hit the image sensor and capture your shot. That's the source of the familiar click sound you hear with DSLRs. Mirrorless cameras, as the name suggests, remove this mirror mechanism entirely. Instead, light travels straight through the lens and lands directly on the digital sensor, with no detours or moving parts in the way. Without a mirror, there's no optical viewfinder. Instead, you get a live digital preview of your scene, either on the camera's rear LCD screen or through an electronic viewfinder, often called an EVF. This digital preview shows you exactly how your photo will look, with all your current settings, like exposure, white balance, and color profiles, applied in real time, before you even take the shot. If you adjust the exposure, tweak the color, or add a creative filter, you'll see those changes instantly on the screen, making it easier to get the shot you want without guesswork. Because there's no bulky mirror assembly, mirrorless cameras are generally more compact, lighter, and quieter than their DSLR counterparts. This makes them perfect for travel, street photography, or anyone who wants to carry less gear. The switch to mirrorless isn't just about size. It's a fundamental change in how cameras operate and how photographers interact with their gear. At its core, mirrorless is all about a direct electronic way to create your photos, giving you more control, more feedback, and a whole new way to see the world through your camera. So, what's it really like using a mirrorless camera versus a DSLR? Let's break down the differences and see how each system changes the way you shoot, from the moment you pick up the camera to the final image you create. With a DSLR, you look through an optical viewfinder. This means you're seeing the world directly through the lens, thanks to a system of mirrors inside the camera. The view is clear, bright, and completely lag-free. which many photographers love for its immediacy and realism. However, you can't preview how your settings, like exposure or white balance, will affect the final image until after you take the shot and check the screen. Mirrorless cameras, on the other hand, use an electronic viewfinder, or EVF. This digital display shows you a real-time preview of your photo, including exposure, color, and depth of field, as you adjust your settings. It's like having a live simulation of your final image before you even press the shutter. No more guessing if your photo will be too bright or too dark. You see exactly what you'll get, which makes it easier to learn and experiment with new techniques. This instant feedback is especially helpful for beginners and creative shooters alike. Another big difference is size and weight. Mirrorless cameras are generally smaller and lighter than their DSLR counterparts, since they don't need the bulky mirror mechanism. This makes them much easier to carry all day, whether you're traveling, hiking, or just exploring your city. That's a huge plus for travel, street photography, or just everyday use. You're more likely to bring your camera along and capture spontaneous moments when it's compact and lightweight. Performance-wise, mirrorless cameras have made huge leaps in recent years. They now rival or even surpass DSLRs in autofocus speed and accuracy, as well as continuous shooting rates. This is especially noticeable when photographing fast-moving subjects like sports or wildlife. On-sensor autofocus covers a much larger area of the frame, and advanced features like eye tracking make it easier to keep people and animals in sharp focus, even as they move. And with no mirror to flip up and down, mirrorless cameras can shoot faster bursts of photos, capturing more frames per second for those critical action moments. The result? A more portable, high-tech camera that's easier to use, packed with innovative features, and ready for any adventure or creative project you have in mind. Ultimately, the choice comes down to what fits your style, your needs, and the kind of photography you want to pursue. Both systems have their strengths, so try them out and see which one inspires you most. Let's talk about why mirrorless cameras are so popular. First, they're compact and lightweight, easy to carry, so you're more likely to bring them everywhere. The electronic viewfinder gives you a real-time preview, making it easier to learn and get the shot right the first time. Mirrorless cameras are fantastic for video, with features like 4K or 8K recording, fast autofocus, and pro-level tools. They're true hybrids, great for both photos and video. Modern tech is built in silent shooting, in-body stabilization, and advanced autofocus like real-time eye tracking. These features make mirrorless cameras perfect for everything from weddings to wildlife. They're designed for today's creators, flexible, powerful, and fun to use. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, mirrorless cameras open up new creative possibilities. It's like having a high-tech creative partner in your hands. Of course, mirrorless cameras aren't perfect. The biggest downside? Battery life. With the sensor and screens always on, you'll need extra batteries for long shoots. Newer models are improving and some charge via USB-C, but it's still something to plan for. Lens selection used to be limited, but now there are tons of great options from camera makers and third parties. You can also use older DSLR lenses with adapters, though it's an extra piece of gear. Some people prefer the feel of a bigger DSLR, especially with large lenses. Mirrorless cameras are lighter, but that can make them feel less balanced with heavy glass. Ergonomics and handling are personal. Try before you buy if you can. Overall, the trade-offs are shrinking as mirrorless tech evolves. It's about knowing what matters most for your style and workflow. So who should use a mirrorless camera? Honestly, almost anyone. Beginners love the live preview, which makes learning exposure and settings much easier. Travelers and vloggers benefit from the small size and great video features. Content creators get a flexible tool for both photos and video, with features like flip-out screens and fast autofocus. Pros are switching too: silent shutters for weddings, eye autofocus for portraits, and fast burst speeds for sports. Mirrorless cameras fit a wide range of needs, from family snapshots to professional shoots. If you want portability and cutting-edge tech, mirrorless is a great choice. The key is matching the camera to your lifestyle and creative goals. There's a mirrorless camera for everyone, from casual shooters to serious creators. So, how do you pick the right camera? Start by thinking about what you want to shoot: travel, family, video, or pro work. Go to a store and hold the cameras. Comfort and ergonomics matter more than you think. Try the viewfinder, test the menus, and see what feels right in your hands. Don't forget your budget. Factor in lenses, memory cards, and spare batteries. A good lens is just as important as the camera body. Start with a versatile zoom or a sharp prime lens. Remember, there's no single best camera. The best one is the one you'll actually use. Learn your gear, practice, and have fun capturing your world. Trust your instincts, do your research, and pick what inspires you. Get out there and start telling your story, because that's what photography is all about.